Welcome back to the Build a Workshop series. Today I'm going to be installing an air conditioner into the wall of my workshop. So let's get started. Behind the Tyvek I have a hole here, and I'm going to cut this just like I would a window. So I've got my razor knife here. I want to find the corner, which is right here, and I'm going to come back at an angle over here and make a cut. Okay. Then I'm going to come on this side over here and do the same thing. Okay. Now that I have those two angled cuts, I'm going to keep coming in about another couple of inches here. Okay, about right there. About there. And now need to just cut across here. Just like that. Now I'm going to come down to the bottom of my hole and cut up diagonally just a little bit on both sides here. Then I'm just going to connect these in through here. I have some of this press-on window seal that I'm going to put up under this first flap. And this just presses on. I'm going to use Tyvek tape to get all of these taped down into the hole. Now normally with a window, you do all the bottoms first, put the window in with some sealant, and then put all of your seal on there, but there's no window to put in this case. After I get my siding on, I'm going to be making a little overhang roof over this hole, and so it will reduce any water that would ever get to the wall here. But anyway, I'm just going to be using Tyvek tape to get this these flaps installed. I'm going to use more of this window sealer for the bottom, just starting from the middle here and placing it into the window seal, up the side a bit on both of these. Okay, and this stuff stretches just a little bit, so I can fold it down. I may cut just a little bit off the corners here. So I can fold this around like that, and like that. Okay, the bottom has now been completed, and if you remember when I built this place, I put quite a slope on this piece facing outward, so that if any water does get here, it should run off and out. So that's good. Next I'm going to fold this down and put some tape all around here just to make sure that it never gets wet underneath here. Because it's late in the day, I'm just going to get this air conditioner up here and put a screw in it real quick, and then I'll come back later whenever I have a bit more time to get this completely snugged in here. This will at least give an idea of how well it's going to fit. This air conditioner has dimensions of 16 1/4 across the top and bottom, and 12 3/4 in height here. My box opening for installing this is 18 1/4 top and bottom by 14 5/8. So That being said, I need to rip down an inch on these boards so that I can have an inch up top and an inch down below and on the sides. And I also need to cut these at 18 1/4 and need to have 12 5/8. And that way it'll give me the dimensions that I need. So I made a quick test fit to see how things were working, and the frame fits into the hole quite nicely. My problem is I cut these a tad bit too short, and this is not going to be enough height between here and here for the air conditioner. And I'm talking about a 1/4 of an inch. So what I'm going to do is pull this top board down, and I'm going to route out just this section in here. So I need to keep that portion and that portion. I checked the measurements of my box again, and hopefully it is correct. So it's time to get this thing installed. I'm going to make sure everything is lined up where it should be, and I'm going to pre-drill a couple of holes so I can put some screws in here. Now that I have the hole fit, I'm going to take some of this Tyvek tape and lay in here so that if water ever does get past the air conditioner, it will hit this tape and just roll on out. I have a feeling this is going to be a really close fit. Hopefully not too close. Whew. Maybe a little too close. Well, after a serious bit of coaxing, I finally got this into the box here. So now I'm going to drill a hole for a screw right here. That way I can get a screw in there to hold this all together. Now I'm going to be putting some trim boards around here and caulking all of this, but the air conditioner also came with a few pieces of foam, and so I'm going to cut this piece to stick into this big gap up under here. So, I've got this. I just want to stuff this in here. This will help with a little bit of insulation and also prevent bugs and all that good stuff. But I intend on using a lot of caulk to make this as secure as possible, but that should help with a little bit of insulation value. I'm going to do the same thing with any of the cracks I can find along here that will accept a piece of this foam. Alright, now that the air conditioner is installed, I'm going to plug it up and see if it works. So I've got the cord right here on this outlet I designed just for the air conditioner. Green light is on. Let's go to max cool. Let's turn it to just a 2 to see what happens here. And let's go to high cool. That's not a good sign. After a touch of research, I found out that this unit's coolant only goes down to a certain level, and when it had been 8 degrees the night before installing this, it was not going to turn on because obviously there's no need for an air conditioner when it's 8 degrees out. Well, I have got some liquid nails sealant. It's an indoor-outdoor clear caulking, and I'm going to put this on both the inside and outside in the crack to make sure this is really sealed up well. So just going to put a dab of that in here. Let's see. Now eventually I'm going to have an overhang on this to prevent snow and water from getting in, but for now I just want to have this up here to look good. For now, that's the trim work that's going to be on the air conditioner. In another video, I'm going to have the little awning cover that goes a little bit above this crack here and will come out about 2 feet or so and be a couple of feet wide. So it's just going to keep all of the snow and rain off of this air conditioner. But for now, I'm going to keep it covered with some house wrap. I went ahead and put this panel here so that I can go ahead and get the trim work done on the air conditioner. And when that's done, I'm going to consider this video done for now. And then later on we'll go out and get that outside finished up. But let's build some trim for this real quick, and I think it's going to look nice. I found some scrap wood that was just laying around in my shop here. So I'm just going to get these cut down to the appropriate length. And just, I think I'm going to route off the corners too, just to give it a little bit of decorative appeal there. Just got some 2-inch screws I'm going to use here to get this installed. I think that trim work really adds a nice bit to it. I may come back with the router now that it's up on the wall and just finish rounding off this little corner here and maybe up here as well. I just didn't think about that whenever I was doing that. But anyway, I think it looks nice. I'm definitely pleased with the results. Thank you so much for watching this workshop build video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Soon I'll be making the covering for this outside, and that should really wrap up this air conditioner nicely. If you have some great tips on how to improve this installation, write those in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.